Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brian from Whisper Status 74. And before we talk about today's topic, I do want to apologize that it's taking me longer than usual to get back to you guys in the comments. If you could please be patient, I'll get back to you in the next few days, but I am going to release another video today because of some of the comments, and I want to address those comments and talk about them a little bit. But it does take me a few days to get back to you. The last video was on purchasing used displays and aftermarket and open box, and all of the feedback and comments are amazing, and I do thank each and every one of you for your comments and for watching the channel. But what I want to talk about today is some of your comments. Some of you are so analytical and have such detail in your comments. They're amazing, and I appreciate and respect all the comments, but some of you guys really should start your own channels, and that's the video that I want to do today. Now, if you're new to the channel's not going to make much sense. I've been called in the comments a TV therapist. It is really a therapy-based tech life channel where we just sit here and talk as friends. It's not an overly analytical channel. It's not a numbers channel. It's about video games, movies. We talk about shows. We talk about just about everything in that space. Sci-fi, video games, PC. It's pretty much open forum. And lately it has been a lot about TVs because TVs are releasing around now. It's not something I really enjoy doing them every day about TVs, but we've been covering them a lot. And this video is going to steer this back to what we normally do on the channel, is talk about anything you're interested in and whatever I'm thinking of that interests me that I think you'll be interested in. That said, I also have a little bit of a funny story that I want to share with you before we get into that. But about starting a channel, there's two of you that I'm thinking of, Steve Smith and Review the Tube, that leave very deep comments, very long, very detailed, and I'm not complaining. I love the comments. Review the Tube actually has a new display and an old Q8FN, and he has them side by side, and he's been hitting me up on Instagram and showing me some of the comparisons. And he has such interesting insight because from what he can tell by his eye, the numbers just really don't tell the whole story about what you're seeing in displays today. So although a lot of us are up in arms over the contrast difference and the wide viewing angle being the focus, he's not seeing that at home. He does have the two displays side by side, and I encouraged him to actually start a channel, put that up, and get that information out there because you guys have a lot to say. I love all of you in this community. I'm so proud that you're a part of this community, but I really do encourage you guys, as far as being creative and you guys have something to say, start a channel. Let me know and I'll support your channel. If you're watching this and you have a channel and I don't know about it and I'm not sub to it, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to look at that and jump on board. We're all here to support each other. But this channel specifically, again, is not anything other than the community. It's other than a friendship. And that's why I encourage you guys to start channels. Now, to be honest, YouTube isn't a huge moneymaker. It can be if you really, really want to work hard at it and you really want to put in the effort as far as your equipment and your time. And I guess my point is, I think a few years ago, it probably would have been an easier career path for some people. And I think it just takes many, many years to get to that point, unless you are like a reality star personality. It takes, this channel's a few years old and it's grown very, very slowly. And I've done it very part-time, here and there, once in a while. I've been doing things more lately, but my favorite part of the channel myself is actually communicating in the comments, which doesn't happen much on YouTube. That's my favorite part, is getting back to you guys and talking to you guys, which is why it's more of a friendship, is it reminds me of a group of people. I really do picture it as if we're all in a big movie theater and we're all facing each other and all talking. That's how I picture the community. I don't picture it where it's me here and you here in the comments. I really do. I am getting to know a lot of you, a lot of your real names. I talk to a lot of you every single day. I talk to you guys in the comments. Some of you have found me on Instagram. And it really is, for me personally, such an amazing part of my life. And why is that? So I'm going to segue into a quick story that I think you guys will appreciate, and it'll make sense in a second. So I was in the gym the other day, and I was wearing this hoodie warming up. And that's a Decepticon hoodie. And it's just a basic hoodie. It has Transformers on it. And what made me think of you guys is a girl in the gym was working out next to me and asked me about it, and was kind of making a comment about kids and kids or nerds wearing that. Maybe her boyfriend. She didn't really get into specifics. I don't think she had any kids that would have Decepticons on their back. But she made a little bit of a comment to joke that isn't that a kid's thing, and then she segued right into a nerdy thing or a geeky thing. And then right away, I think when she saw my face, she immediately backed away from it and was like, "Well, no, not you. You're not that kind of person. You're not a nerd or a geek or whatever." And you guys would love that I didn't let her off that easy. And I looked her dead in the face and said, "I absolutely am. I absolutely am. Regardless of how I look or how you look or where you are in your life, married, not married, single, whatever, I am very proud of the fact that I love this hobby. It's not just home theater. It's not just video games or sci-fi or, I got freaking Transformers figures behind me. I've loved this since I was a kid, and I'm in my mid-40s. I'm married. I have kids. But I have always been very excited about being part of this kind of love. The movies you see here behind me that I haven't straightened so you guys can focus on them being a little bit crooked. It's something that I love to share. And in my personal life, there's only a few people I share that with. My uncle, who is only a few years older than me, you've heard of me mention him on the channel, Robert. We went to the movies when we were kids, saw Star Wars in the movies. We waited in a line, midnight releases back when there were midnight releases. My point being, I coined the phrase myself. For me, was that when you're a nerd or you geek out over this, every day is Christmas. Every day is a birthday. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I apologize, but every day is a holiday. And what I mean by that is there's always something coming out. There's always a new movie. There's always a new video game. There's always a new technology. There's always something. So when I say the channel is not just TVs, is it actually bores me to tears being just TVs. I don't find them that interesting in terms of that alone. I have plenty of videos on the channel. There's a few hundred. Some of those videos have 100 views, 50 views, 20,000 views, 30,000 views. And I'm not going to say the ones that have the largest views are my favorite talking points or my favorite comments. So I don't just want to have videos that 1 million people watch, or not 1 million, that'd be nice, but a lot of people watch. I don't want that to steer the channel. What I want to do is talk to you guys almost individually. And this video is not going to get a lot of likes. It's not going to have any kind of come watch the video, because it's really speaking to the community specifically. So back to the story about the girl in the gym. Trying to back away from her comment, I would not let her out. Basically said exactly what I said to you. No, I am that. I do look the part. I am the part. I can't wait for Godzilla to release in a few weeks. I saw Avengers. I'm watching Game of Thrones. If copyright wasn't such an issue, I would be doing videos on all of those topics, because you just don't want to look at my face the entire time. So what I meant by that is when I was talking to this girl at the gym, and she was now not getting uncomfortable, obviously. I was not being a jerk. I wasn't even being offended. I was proud that I have this. I'm proud I'm not. Nothing wrong with other people that like other things. I've always not bragged about that, but have been so proud that I have the things that we all like. That I was there Lord of the Rings opening night. I was there during Matrix opening night. That I have DVDs and I look forward to them, because honestly, my life would be boring without them. I play sports and I do all the things. I have children, but this is my thing. Video games, movies, these are things that I'm so interested in. Now, why do I tell you this? Well, I have you guys to share it with. That's why I encourage you to start a channel. You want to use it as your job, you want to be famous, you want to do whatever. That is definitely a possibility. It happens all the time. I don't have this channel for that. It's not a moneymaker. I can't quit my job. It's nothing like that, honestly. But I also enjoy the fact that if I'm watching a movie or playing a video game, you're who I want to talk to. You're the people that I want to say, oh my God, check this out. You have to see this movie. You have to see this. That's why some of these videos they don't make a lot of sense. But you guys have become that outlet for me, where that outlet used to be a couple buddies, a couple of my friends that when we used to play video games side by side, and even my multiplayer crew has dissipated because of kids and responsibilities and just being busy. You guys have become that platform for me to just share what I love and what I'm looking forward to. If you go through the library of videos, they start with some defective displays, but a lot of them jump all over the place. That Sunny's Edge of that Love, Death, and Robots, I was fascinated by that and have talked to so many people that aren't part of the channel just to geek out over it. Who am I going to talk to about that during the day or at work? I don't do this professionally. You guys have become that for me. So for you guys in the comment section that have a lot to say, this is an amazing outlet. Now, it can be a lonely outlet if you're somebody who puts up a video and 2 people watch it and nobody subs. And believe me, I know exactly how that feels. It took a long time to build the channel the way it is. But, you know, I am proud to say there's only a few friends and family on the channel, but you build it slow. You talk about what interests you. And one word of advice I would give you is to be open-minded and objective and listen to what people have to say. And toxicity grows channels. I will tell you that from experience. If you're toxic or negative and hateful, the channel will grow. I have no desire to do that. I have no desire to come onto the channel and feel pain or stress or nervous. This is just a positive outlet. This is all of us at a Star Trek convention, Star Wars convention, E3, CES. This is all of us in this group. So for Steve Smith and Review the Tube, I would recommend this. Christopher Charles, Ian Stevenson, my boy Tomek in Poland. There's so many of you that are out there that have so much to say that I would love to see you do a channel. I'd love to see you get on there and share your knowledge, and I'll follow you, and that would be great. What I suggest is if you're going to do that is grab the YouTube Studio. It looks something like that, and what you can do is you'll see your analytics. It's not showing up. All the videos. So what I can do is I can see all the comments and I respond, and you can check your analytics and see how videos are doing and things of that nature. And if you're really savvy and you're super creative, you can be as creative as you want with music and art direction. You can really express yourself. Now, I am an artist by nature. I do write, I do draw, I do paint. That's not my profession. And I would be much more creative on YouTube if I had the time. I do have children, I do have a career, I do have, we all have our stuff. But this is more of an outlet for me. I am enjoying the conversation more than I am making just the videos. Your responses to them and our conversations, really, I do look forward to it. And as much as I love being a nerd and I'm proud of being a geek over all this stuff, it can be lonely. It can be a very solitary thing. And you guys have helped make that not the case. Though I have plenty of friends and plenty of family and everybody's around, I have kids. In this regard, this hobby can be lonely. And that's why I encourage you guys to build channels, is to build your own little community and we can all join it and be part of it. But for me, it really is an outlet to just geek out. As far as TVs, I went through all those defective TVs, and I will tell you, it was one of the loneliest debacles I'd ever been through. Now, I don't use the word hardship lightly, but when you have other things happening in your life and you have other difficulties, these items that we have, our TVs, our computers, our video games, they're there to serve us, to be an outlet for us to relax. When they don't work, they can crush you, because whatever's happening in your life, you're here to relax. And when they don't function, it can really bring you to your knees. And when you're out there spending money and you're doing research and nobody is answering you back, it really is troubling. And if you look at the beginning of this channel, the very beginning videos, you can see the defective displays that I was going through. You can actually hear it in my voice that I'm by myself. And what I always heard was real world problems. And I love that term, real world problems, because it really is meant to say they're little problems, they're not a big deal. And I agree with that. But real world problems a lot of times hurt the most, simply because they're supposed to function. It's something that's supposed to be okay. I know people that build multi-million-dollar houses and there's problems with them. Just because they're multi-million-dollar houses doesn't mean it's not as stressful. I've said that pain is defined by the individual, not by the circumstance. Somebody who's dealing with real sickness and hardship can feel the same pain as somebody who was let down by not getting to the right school or getting the right job. We all have sickness. We all have pain. We all have all these things. We all can compare that all day. But when we're down in our rooms and we're doing this shopping, this stuff is supposed to function. I didn't have that outlet then, and I'm here for you to be that outlet. I'm here for you to be that therapy, to be somebody to contact when you are having issues with your display or your computer or whatever. I'm not as tech savvy as a million of these other challenges or channels, and nor would I want to be. As far as starting a YouTube channel, there's a million channels that specialize in that. They'll tell you how to get rich after 10,000 subs or whatever. Sorry, kids. There are a million channels that specialize in computers, TVs, technology. Even starting YouTube channels, if you get 10,000 subs, you can make $10,000. I have no interest in that, and I don't promise that. To me, YouTube is an outlet. Will the channel grow in 5, 10 years? I would love it to. But the way it's growing now, slow, little by little, I'm getting to know each of you every day. And I encourage you to comment and tell me who you are. Tell me your real name. And to me, that's the beauty of it. And why I share that story is I've had that happen to me my whole life. And I've always kind of reveled in the fact that I am a nerd. And I don't let them out that easy. Every girlfriend I've ever had, that's kind of dorky. Yeah, it is. I love it. And they've always been like, oh, even my guy friends or people at the gym or whatever. We all look different. Different nationalities, different ethnicities, male, female, it doesn't matter. We all have this love and we all have this way to geek out. And that's what this is for. To share how we feel, how we like everything, what we're excited about, also what disappoints us. I don't like the channel to be a negative place, but it's a realistic place. If you're having all these displays or if you're having, you're being pushed into a certain, model by an employee or of another retailer, hit me up. Tell me if there's anything I can do or advise you or help you. I've been through it. I'm glad to do that. That's what this channel is for me. If you're seeing the channel for the first time, you're going to think I'm a nut and you're going to put whatever comment you want. That's okay. This channel is really not, or that comment or this video is not really for you. This video is for the people that are part of the channel and those of you that are joining the channel that have an open mind that this is just us to talk. Community, family, friendship. Now in the comments, we're going to disagree from time to time. Families disagree. Families have conflict. Please disagree. I want to hear your point of view. In that same gym, a guy and I were talking about the Avengers and we were going back and forth. We're talking about Game of Thrones back and forth. It was just nice to have that conversation and we didn't agree. In the comments, we don't agree. That's okay. I don't want you to agree with me. It's not very much of a discussion if you're like, yeah, awesome, I get it. I want to hear your point of view. Review the Tube has all this information on these new Q90s or Q80s. He loved the way it looked. I can't really convey his comment to you and really, I don't have anything to prove it, but he's giving you another side of it. So if he starts a channel, I'll let you guys know. But as an outlet, I love that you guys are in the comments and it's an outlet for you to talk. I mean, it's my favorite part. I'm glad to hear that my boy Christopher Charles missed the channel. He was gone for a couple weeks or he was on vacation. I miss you guys too. But when I have somebody confront me like that and try to back out of it and say, oh, no, not you. I'm like, yeah, me. Yeah, me. This channel is not me, but it's us. And I was thinking about all you guys. And I just want to tell you that I love the channel. I love this community. And I want to keep it going, but I want to keep it going at this pace. And I want to encourage you guys to download YouTube Studio, which is easy and it's free. Get your phone. I still record off my phone. Now, will I invest in more equipment and then edit and do all that? Yeah, down the road I will. For right now, getting back to you guys takes more time than the videos, and I don't want to stop getting back to you to make a better product. Copyright is tough. Can't really show still images. You can't really show music or hear music, and so that's a little bit hard. So I would start with video games if you have video games, or just start with you talking in front of the camera. You are putting yourself out there, believe me, every time I get in front of the camera, especially physically. you're always risking some kind of terrible comment. But that's okay. I just want to tell you guys thank you. I want to encourage you, encourage Steve, Review YouTube, any of you other guys that have this love. You love Transformers, you love movies, you love Jaws, favorite movie of all time. You want to talk about Star Wars, Game of Thrones. It's just an outlet. And I want to thank you guys for giving me this platform. I am a nerd. I am a movie nerd, a sci-fi nerd, a video game nerd, and I'm so proud of it. And I'm so proud that you guys are part of it with me. And it's just become the place where you can finally be accepted, and you're not alone. You're playing a video game, you're by yourself. Hit me up in the comment. Let me know what you're playing. But the best part about having the channel is all you got to do is reach for your phone or your camera, set it up, play that game, and tell people about it. And that's the best part of the channel for me, and that's what I'm most proud of. Thank you so much. Try a channel. I'll help you in any way that I can. I really appreciate everything you guys have done and all the conversations. It's not a get-rich thing. You guys can be successful on YouTube if you want. They don't make much money or anything unless you're going to be sponsored or you're going to do a Patreon, which I have no interest in doing any of that. But that's why I have a job. I don't need this to be my job. This is my platform and a great way for us to geek out together. Thank you so very much for listening. I encourage you to start channels. I will talk to you soon, and I will get back to the comments on that last video. Take care.